tools. Wow, so much to cover today. Mowing your yard can at first seem overwhelming, like there's a lot to do, and there is. What I want to show you today is just the basics. This is really more for beginners. All you yard gods can probably find a better video on YouTube. First, I'm going to show you appropriate dress wear and stuff like that for mowing, and then we'll go to footwear, and then we'll get started with the mowing. I hope you learned a lot today. Now I'm over here. Normally what I wear to mow is just kind of whatever I'm wearing. Depending on the time of year, you want to wear like shorts and a t-shirt, something like that. That's what I prefer. A hat, give yourself a good spray of sunscreen. Let me show you just a few different options. All right, so this is a pretty conservative, excuse my use of the word, look. I just have kind of like a quick dry shirt on here, some shorts, and then I have my cap on so that way I can protect myself from the rays of the sun. Let me show you another one. Now if you're really worried about the sun coming out to get you, kind of go with more of a full body look. Pants, a long sleeve kind of dry shirt, a little face covering from 2 under, sunshades, and a fun hat. And this way you're almost completely protected from the sun. You could even throw gloves on, and then that will even add extra protection. Too short. Stay cool. This version's called Country Light. We have the lighter tinted blue jeans, or you could get some good grass stains on them. A kind of handmade cutoff shirt, sports team, got your shades and your backwards cap on. This will really tell the neighbors that you're out here to work, you don't have time to mess around and be talking to anybody. For kind of medium attention / really just more question marks, you could just wear a swimsuit. I think that would be weird. If you're looking to mow super formally, that is fine. Again, it's slightly weird, but you should be able to do whatever you want. I would recommend wearing just a t-shirt underneath your jacket, and then that way you at least have a little breathability while you're out there. So those are just a few basic looks. I'm just gonna wear this one because it's what I already have on, and I don't really have the time or energy to just be changing outfits. And let's start there and then we'll get going. Oh, hey buddy. So I head out to the garage here. This is a place where we'll talk about footwear. Now I keep my yard shoes down here. Now let me talk to you about yard shoes. So these are a sweet pair of shoes. They got over 450 miles on them from running. They're Brooks Ghost 12. You may be asking, why are they yard shoes if they're so sweet? Well, eventually your best shoes you want to transform into your yard shoes. So now I have comfortability and durability, but I can get them dirty, messy, a little green tint. You want to make sure that you use something old. You also want to make sure that you don't wear flip-flops or go barefoot. Now with some of those looks that we showed earlier, that could work, but you could probably step on stuff or you may get your toes chopped off. Yard shoes will normally just slide right on. Got a nice green tint on the bottom. Reminds you that these are the ones for the yard. Something you may not know is that there are only 2 types of mowers, red or green. Today we'll be using a green. The greens sometimes come in 2 different things. You could do electric or gas. Ours is a gas, and so we'll be using gas. Now, if we had electric, we can use our sweet Ryobi batteries, or Ryobi. It's either Ryobi or Ryobi. And a few things here that you may not know about. If you haven't got a lawnmower yet, I would just get one. This one's no oil change required. Check it every now and then. And this is the oil. So you kind of look at it, and then I don't know how to actually tell if it's right. Now the next one is the gas, and just before you start, just make sure you got gas in there. So it looks like we're good, so we'll start right up. I would definitely recommend getting a lawnmower with a bag, because the grass goes in the bag and then you put it in another bag, and so you got a lot of fun with bags. So just check to make sure you're on empty in your bag. Looks like we are here. Oh, wow, that's kind of weird looking in there. That's where all the grass will go. You have these kind of levers on the wheels here, and those determine how high or low your grass will get cut. How you choose where you want to put your things is you just kind of guess. Now, most people have these normal parts to their yard. We have side yards. Ours is like siding.
And then you kind of have up here, and then you have up here, and then like your front yard you have some more sides, and then you have your backyard, which we'll get to after the front. The front's easy because normally there's not any toys or dog poop in there, so you can just kind of mow away. If you have a lot of crabgrass like I still do, the nice thing about mowing is you can just mow that crabgrass right away. Now, if you don't have a lawnmower yet, that is fine, but hopefully you have some scissors. And so it will take a little bit longer, but you can go ahead and just cut every grass with the scissors. Just do short snips. Since we have a lawnmower, we'll go ahead and just use that lawnmower. That'll be probably the fastest way. I'd also recommend getting some headphones. That'll help with the noise because the lawnmower's loud, but it'll also show people to not bother you. Hopefully we can eliminate the people who come by. Oh, finally we're doing some work around here. It took me probably 4 or 5 mows to figure out the pattern that I wanted to do. But once you get your pattern down, you'll do it every time. So I'll kind of show you what mowing looks like. Now, if you have a good mower, you should kind of be able to see where you've mowed. Try to really keep those wheel tracks in line. It looks real slick. If you don't see those lines, then either you need to lower your mower settings like I showed you on the side, or you need to get a new mower because maybe you don't even have blades on yours. Pretty successful mow so far, but we got probs. We got kind of like little bits and bobs everywhere. Lots of grass on the sidewalk. If you look up against the fence, it's a little longer because the lawnmower can't reach. Well, let me show you how to fix that. A few other things I need to point out. Your lawnmower, you can run it over anything that's grass or light grass. You definitely do not want to run it over things like rocks, animals, toys, sprinkler heads. Guilty. This is more advanced. So we have a leaf blower. You also have a weed whacker, which we also use as an edger because at Redactyl won't let me buy a real edger. Now there's a few more models of these. These come in green, red, or sometimes even orange. And these are run on electricity. So we'll grab the biggest battery we see and we will plug it in. And you got 2 settings, trim or edge. Trim is if you're going this way, spin it to the edge. So see, before you trim, you will have some grass up here like this. So you gotta trim it down. See, and once you get it trimmed down, it just looks a little nicer. And this is kind of what it looks like before you get a good edge on it. And then see, once you get that edge on it, kind of just cleans it up. Well, it doesn't clean it up, like makes a mess, but then you just blow it all away into your neighbor's yard. And then you kind of just blow away all the stuff you don't like. Nice thing about living in the corner, you just blow it all out here and then just let it blow away into the street. And once you get all the grass blown away you don't like, then you should be looking real fresh. And that's the front yard. Backyard, especially if you have pup-ups, oh gosh. You'll want to make sure that you get all their toys up. Well, that toy doesn't really matter because it's in a part of the yard that you won't mow. But if you see any toys or anything around, you also just want to double check to make sure you know where your sprinklers are. And then you want to pick up any dog poop, which don't worry, I won't show you because I'm not gross. Now, before you start the backyard, you do want to empty out your grass from your front yard. That way there's room for grass in the back. You just pull this, kind of dump the grass back in there a little bit. And this thing basically fits. Pick it up. Give it a good shake. A little pat. Now, if you get to the backyard and you want to go tops off, I think that's fine. But unless you really need attention, I would recommend just the backyard. This is what we're working with out here. And then looky there. Brush cut.
Make sure you take your batteries off and then you put them back on the charger. Charging. And your thingamabobs back on the wall.
Oh, nice, a hybrid. Once you got the rest of your grass in the bag, wow, that just makes you sneeze looking in there, doesn't it? Then you close this puppy up.
Put it out on Monday and they'll come pick them all up. That's very dramatic looking. And then the last step, put your lawn mower back up. Beep, beep.
Now, thousands of people ask me every day, when is the best day to mow your yard? Whenever you want to break from having to talk to people for like an hour. Excuse me. The better answer is that if you know kind of when it's going to rain, you want to try to mow right before it rains. I would try to mow once a week. My real tip that I think is helpful is that if you mow on Thursdays, especially over the summer, then you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to enjoy being outside, enjoy your front yard, backyard. Try to get it done on Thursday evening, especially if you're in the South United States. You know, I know we have viewers all over the world, so you know, maybe different other places. Once you're done, you just kind of sit back, enjoy, kind of look at it, and that is it. Okay.